The door is going in. We have a very thick surround right here. We're going to put hemlock all around that. And then this heavy, bulky thing will be a frame. Battens ready to go up. We have this entire stack of battens. Everywhere there's a groove, it's T111, but it's rough sawn, so it looks like regular wood. But everywhere there's a groove, we're going to put a batten, so it looks like board batten. Plumbing in here. What I did was I had originally hooked up the shower or the washing machine to this, and a guy came and looked at it. He was a plumber, and he said that it might flow through here and come up through my shower. So we changed it, deadheaded that. You can see it's capped, and put it down here. So I bought this new and rerouted the shower. And I had to add an extension over there behind that board, the joist, an extension to make it fit and still go up that 2x4 wall. I also had a T here, came straight out, and he said, well, this is a toilet. He said your toilet paper could go there, get stuck, blah, blah, blah. So we went with a sweep to change that. This is the sweep on the toilet from above, which seems to be fine. And this line here goes up to the kitchen, and this line here goes to the second floor lavatory. That's the lavatory for downstairs. This is the shower. Now, we made a boo-boo on that too and had to rearrange that, but it was a relatively simple fix, so I was glad of that. We made a mistake because we didn't have this wall in, and it's such an irregular situation with this cement. We were going to do rock wall, then we went to R19, which needs 6 inches, and blah, blah, blah. So, big changes. Now, in order to test this, we put another fitting over there, and we can shove a bladder down there, blow it up, block the water flow, cap off all of these devices over here, all of these devices, this one, cap those all off, cap off the toilet upstairs, which is right there, cap off the lav, which is right back there. And then the kitchen sink is the highest point. So once that's blocked, I can cap off all of these other devices, fill the kitchen sink up, that tube right there, because it's the highest point. And then see if everything stays where it should. The water doesn't leak anywhere. Now the other thing I had to do was cap off that air vent. He said that's not good. That should be at the highest point, and the kitchen will now have an air vent. So we had to seal that off too. I have to test that also to see if that leaks. So several fittings to test. Hopefully they'll don't leak, etc., etc. And we'll be testing that soon. Going to use these for exterior steps. It's hemlock, so it should last. Some of those can be cut to the pallet shingle length. So we got this tool, the yellow tool over there, and it's specifically for pulling apart pallets. And these pallets have ring shank nails in them, and they're nearly impossible to get out. Let me see one of those. See those? We have all of these pallets. They're about 40 in length, the boards, and we can fill in the cracks at a later date.
So there are two different kinds of these things. Both weighs 10 pounds, 10, 15 pounds. It's solid. And these parts don't move, which is great, because there's another one that I purchased. It was before, and they had like legs on it that like swiveled. And what happens is it wasn't good. If you swivel the legs and you try to get underneath, and it's a pain in the neck, and it's like you're wrestling with the machine, with the tool, instead of trying to get the pallets out. Whereas this, what I've learned.
How does it work? Show us how it works.
I start on this end. It's up to flat length. You got to use leverage. I was doing this from this end when I started, and I have no leverage because it just pops up. So I start and step on it, put it underneath. That's it. Good as gold. And then just be careful you don't twist an ankle when you're stepping on your pallets.
So you use your leverage against the boards that they're nailed to, not the other board.
Correct. So again, put it on the knee, pop it up. That's it.
Without trying to break it.
Pop it up.
So it works well.
It
'Cause
works
we
really
were
well.
cutting these nails, and they're hard nails. So using a Sawzall to
That's
cut
it, and
these
it's
is a
quiet.
beast.
And it's quiet.
Yeah, but
And
we
your
got
hands don't vibrate. Try to
we
do
got
it
an
with a Sawzall.
oscillating tool in the background. Yeah, your
Yeah.
hands aren't vibrating like they're gonna fall off.
And this is just such a pleasure to do these. I would get more now that I have this tool, which I will keep.
What did that tool cost?
Like $56. But it's paid its weight in gold already. Just for these alone. And then I step on the board so I don't break the nails. But sometimes it's impossible.
Okay, thank you. These nails right here are called ring shank nails, and they are not made to come out very easily. So that's what makes them so hard to get out. But we're getting it. So we moved this shower drain, so we're gonna have to drill another hole, yet another hole, which is not a problem. And we think we have a mice in here, so we have to get rid of that. Somebody left a piece of chocolate in here, over there, and yeah.
Well, to be fair, there's been a lot going on. People, you know, eating, and then we're working. And
What's that got to do with a mouse getting
so
in
I
here?
also think we need to tie up this thing down here. We didn't.
I can re-drill that hole over there too, because that got moved. And I think the, I don't know, I gotta drill new holes
Right.
for all of these.
We're good. It won't fall. So I'm trying to figure out the whole house filtration system, reverse osmosis, and then the instant hot water tanks. This we're gonna come down this way outside the house because it has to go to the filters to sit on the outside of the house. It'll come. This is the intake.
It's not going outside the house, it's going
outside
in.
the wall. Okay, here, intake through the filters, back up. This is the out to the house. Here. This is nothing. This is nothing. And this is where we cut it off here. And so right here will come out again from the wall, come up to the cold.
The hot water heater, yeah.
This is still my cold line.
Right.
Now here, I'm gonna come here with the cold, and this hot's gonna go higher and behind it, or higher.
Well,
somehow.
it might touch it, so that's the problem.
It shouldn't touch it because it's two different levels, but I don't know how they do it because there's hot and cold right next to each other. So when you go down, now what?
Well, we could run it behind and come up above it. Like above that board.
Well, it would come, the hot would go
Above that
lower.
board right there. That lower 2x6. Above that.
Okay.
All set?
No.
It's not through both boards?
Oh yeah, that went through both.
Okay, and the other side?
It went through the other side?
Go to the back because you run into those boards.
What? What are you talking about? There's a hole back here.
Oh, you went
Hot.
through?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, great. We have a dancing contractor.